clothes of the victim were so damaged that, practically speaking, there was nothing to do a post-mortem on. I'm afraid all the real evidence was destroyed in the blast.
Yeah, it's remarkable, isn't it?
I am with strangers. People who say they know me and look like people I used to know. Can you tell me, dear, who they really are?
I've seen the bodies, Gates. Whose are they?
He's tagged, like a rat in a maze. No, he'll do his job very nicely.
You and me and the rest of Sweet Hope buried at sea. They've only got to look long enough to find us.
The owner's registered as Melissa Gates, isn't she?
Yes, it must have been taken from outside the house. Okay, I'll bring the documents down tomorrow. All right, thanks very much. Bye-bye. You were right. It's been written off.
No sign of the driver?
None. What is it, Steve?
What time did you get over here this evening?
About an hour ago. Why? Why'd you ask?
I want to know I'm wrong to worry about who was driving that car.
You suspect me? I'm on trial.
Nobody said anything about being on trial.
Well, what would you call it? You look at me and you don't know.
Every part of me tells me that you're still you. But I saw the car. It was a burning wreck. Your car. What am I supposed to do? Shrug my shoulders and laugh at the coincidence?
No. Of course it isn't a coincidence. It's a setup. Gates has arranged it.
What for?
Well, for this. We don't trust each other anymore, and he knows that's our only strength.
I want to trust you. I really do.
But? I'm sorry. That's not good enough.
Oxygen. Mr. Boyd. Philip, can you hear me?
His blood pressure's dropping. It's really low.
Internal hemorrhage.
How long to the hospital, Arlene?
About 10 minutes.
BP's really getting low.
Okay, let's put a line up.
Nothing in your mother's behavior that night indicated that she was likely to have taken her own life.
If there had been anything at all, then I wouldn't have left her for a moment.
You mentioned a phone call which you feel may have disturbed her.
Yes. Yes, she had two visitors. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Put your head
We'll adjourn for 30 minutes.
Charge, stand clear, shocking. Check pulse.
No pulse.
Still in VF. Charge 200. Stand clear, shocking. Still VF. He's in a systolic pattern.
We've lost him.
But how?
Gates.
Elizabeth Madigan was elderly and infirm, and undoubtedly was no longer capable of indicating her basic needs. The only clue that she may have been in some distress on the day of her death was her increasingly bizarre and disturbed behavior. My verdict is suicide while being of unsound mind.
Are you going to UNINVITED? Yes. All right.
See the bleeding?
Yes, quite a show.
So one of them must have come to grief. If we can find out who, it gives us another way in.
What are you so excited about, Steve? The fact that Mary Madigan bled or that I didn't?
Well, according to paramedics, Mr. Boyd showed no sign of any serious external injuries. He was an experienced light aircraft pilot. It was a routine crash landing. He banged his head, felt groggy, then fell unconscious, and in the ambulance he suffered a sudden deterioration.
And they had no idea why?
Well, it's my job, not theirs. I'll send you a full autopsy report.
It won't be necessary. The air crash involved a Ministry of Defence plane. The post-mortem is now a matter for Central Ops. We should be in charge of any autopsy.
And do you have the necessary authorization to remove Philip Boyd's remains?
I can't quite believe that we're sitting here arguing over a corpse like two butchers at a meat market.
Mr. Boyd died in an ambulance on his way to hospital. And unless you have a specific order from the Home Office, then I'm sorry, but he stays here.
I'm doing you a favour.
Thank you. I can do without your favors, Chief Superintendent.
I don't think you quite appreciate what you're getting into here. Philip Boyd was an important person.
You can be sure I shall treat him with the respect he deserves.
And when the news gets out that a chief executive of the Nuclear Research Institute died because of negligence and that there was an attempted cover-up by the pathologist...
My findings will be a matter of public record. Keeping secrets isn't something that corpses are good at. The accident victim is a male of 42 years, Philip Boyd. Since death, rigor has set in, and the victim is unusually discolored. His skin is purple, indicating internal bleeding. Other than that, there are no indications on his head or body as the cause of death. No lesions, no puncture wounds, no swelling to the front or back of the cranium. Simon.
In New York today, the new Japanese representative to the United Nations collapsed at a charity breakfast. His inaugural speech was cut short after he suffered a severe nosebleed and dizziness. 3 other members of the Security Council, including one top aide to the Russian president, suffered the same symptoms. An investigation is underway.
Lisa?
Hello.
I was just going to call you. Have you heard the news?
Yes, earlier.
The nosebleeds would work out about the same time as Mary Madigan.
Madigan in the coroner's court, I know.
So, what triggered it? Another death?
Probably. Listen, we know that Elizabeth Madigan's death weakened Gates and Leonard for a few moments, even though she was at the bottom of their pile. Now, if we can get closer to the top, it might have a more devastating effect.
Yeah, or they might be better equipped to resist it.
Perhaps I'd better come in.
Yeah. Brush a bit of hat.
An unusual and extreme internal deterioration has occurred since death.
You can say that again.
Pancreas, liver, and kidneys remain recognizable but are severely burnt. I must emphasize that this is not the damage associated with fire victims. The internal organs appear to have slowly cooked from the inside. Internal temperature?
There must be something wrong with this thermometer.
Reading?
49 degrees.
The deceased's internal body temperature has risen 12 degrees Celsius since death.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, I want to. It's important. When I was in Zaire, it was my 20th assignment in 10 years. I'd taken a picture of a mother cradling her dead baby in her arms. When she saw the camera, she just flew at me. In a rage of grief and anger, and when I got back, I didn't want to use the picture. I felt it was wrong.
Why then? You must have intruded on grief before.
An hour after she'd spoken to me, the mother and the child stepped on a landmine, died instantly.
She knew the landmine was there.
Did you explain this to Joanna?
Well, I'd already filed it, but she promised she wouldn't use it. And then she went ahead and published it anyway. I can't explain it, but it felt like a real betrayal. Since then, I found it impossible to trust anyone. I'm really sorry I didn't trust you.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Now, you always frown before you smile. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Okay, slow down. It's Sarah Armstrong, the pathologist from the Wilson inquest. Are you sure? What now? Okay, we can meet you there. No, it's no problem. Yeah, we'll be there in half an hour. Fine, okay, bye.